Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and one black woman, Trump supporter, owning a MAGA shop. She wasn't going to be intimidated by the mainstream media. She stood her ground and supported her president. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please do that. Go to youtube.com/@explainamerica. It's right there in the lower right-hand corner. Hit subscribe. It's absolutely free, and it helps us keep spreading the conservative message. So this woman was confronted at her store where she sells pro-Trump merchandise. And the reporter tried everything to try to make her feel guilty. I mean, she's selling the Confederate flag. She's selling MAGA gear, pro-Trump gear, anti-Biden, anti-Harris. And they tried so hard to get her to say negative things about Trump. After this segment was over, there were two men of color on the CNN panel who accused her of being, listen to this now, this is a black woman, accused her of being a white supremacist. Okay? This is the delusion they're in, because they believe if you are black, you have to believe what they believe. You have to be a liberal. You have to be a robot. You can't think for it yourself. How disgusting and demeaning and demoralizing is that, really? That's what you think of people, that they better, if they don't follow a certain trend pattern, then they're not really a member of their race. That's insane. No, people are free thinkers. And you're losing your grip on black people, Democrats. You are. Because the younger generation, and even a lot of the older generation, they see what you are now. You can only fool people for so long until they see what you actually are. And they're seeing it. And you're losing voters every day because of it. And this woman, well, she put CNN reporters right in their place, and it was beautiful to watch. Take a look at this, and then please let me know what you think in the comments.
As recent polls show, Vice President Harris gaining momentum in her bid for the presidency. They also show her winning over more support from a key voting bloc, black voters. According to data this week from Pew Research Center, 77% of black voters support Harris compared to 64% who backed Biden in July. Trump's support among black voters is unchanged at around 13%. Now, this comes as the former president is trying to appeal more to the black community, a group that has long and overwhelmingly backed Democrats. CNN's Ellie Reeves spent time recently in Virginia at a shop selling Trump merchandise that's run by a black woman.
Every woman ought to have one of these. It's one of those things that when people see one, then they want one. Same thing with the Confederate hat. You know why? Because people don't think you have the nerve to do it.
Joanne Price runs a Trump store in Christiansburg, Virginia.
When Joe Biden announced he wouldn't run for president again, was there any part of you who felt a pull to vote for Harris?
No, absolutely not. I would not vote for either one of them. I would not vote Democrat ticket, no way.
This is a white privilege card. And this is just a play. It just says this card trumps everything, and it gives a barrier, happiness and success because of the color of the skin.
And who buys that?
White people.
Okay.
It's funny.
And then when you give it to a state trooper, they'll let you go. Won't write you a ticket.
You think so?
I've experienced it. Yeah.
Wait, really?
And then he said, okay, he laughed at it and gave it back to me and did not write me a ticket.
This actually happened at least once elsewhere. In 2022, a woman claimed Alaska police let her go without a ticket when she flashed a white privilege card instead of a driver's license.
It's humorous to us. You know, it really is. It's humorous to the average American here.
For 2-1, he was a Republican, too.
Trump has been working to appeal to black voters, and polls showed some success when Biden was still in the race, but have since gone down.
The Trump campaign this year has made a big effort to reach out to black voters. What do you think of their efforts?
I think their efforts are succeeding tremendously. All the things that have happened to President Trump, the attacks on him, have done nothing more than strengthen black people's connection to him. Because now he's someone who is the target of a struggle, and they have always felt that they've been a target. I did prison ministries for 5 years, so, you know, if you're a convicted felon and then somebody else is a convicted felon, there's a camaraderie there.
Donald Trump attacked Kamala Harris, questioning her racial identity. She's
only
black.
promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black.
He's acknowledged his commentary has provoked mixed reactions. Price is just one person and not a swing voter. But we were curious what she made of his comments, given that she's a black woman and fervent Trump supporter and former local Republican Party chair.
How do you make sense of how Trump talks about Vice President Kamala Harris? That he sort of suggests that he doesn't understand her biracial background, that first she was Indian and then she was black. What do you
I don't
make
understand
of that?
it either. She's Indian and she's Jamaican.
Yeah.
Is she black?
I mean, do you not think she's black?
Is she? Was she born here?
Yes.
Yes. Were her parents citizens? No.
Okay. But we have birthright citizenship in America.
We call that anchor.
People can't immigrate here and not be citizens but have green cards and work permits.
Yeah, that's true. However, she can claim to be black because of her Jamaican father. You know, that's her right. We're a melting pot, you know, because I basically have a combination in my family as well.
How do you reconcile that? Like, you have a history of blended families in your family. How do you reconcile that with Trump seeming to not understand how Kamala Harris could have a blended family herself?
She could have a blended family. What I'm saying is his comments about that, I think he's making a point. And, you know, I'm not so disturbed by that.
But what is the point he's making?
The point he's making simply is that she is not a black person.
There were some mixed views on the idea of a woman president.
What do you think about Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris, may I say this, and hopefully that you ladies won't get offended, but because of what happened in the Garden of Eden, there will never be an elected woman, whether she's black or white, that would occupy the White House that God would ever stand behind.
I'm not sure America's quite ready for female leadership. It would be wonderful to have a female president if and when one arises that has conservative values that are going to lead the nation in prosperity.
Did Joe Biden dropping out change your view of the election at all?
Oh, it surely did. I think she's going to be worse than Joe. I just don't think she has the experience. I think she was only chosen because she was a woman.
He has been mocked, scrutinized, slandered, dragged into court. This man is still standing, and he's standing strong because he knows that he was chosen. He's our David.